us about the specific area or specialization that resonates with you the most and why it holds a special place in your heart?
Maybe Thailand. I worked and lived there, mostly Bangkok, and I had some of the worst and best memories of my life. Yeah, there. I was only there 2 years, but I worked for an architecture firm for a while. It's kind of the most unboringest city in the world. Yeah. There's so much going on, there's so much culture there, so much different types of food. Architecture's nice, the old traditional temples, and got some nice modern buildings as well nowadays. It's just a fun place. But it's it was difficult. You don't get many architects there, so I was lucky to get that job. So after that job, it was difficult to get another job after that. So, yeah, that was... So
just like the diversity of a place that attracted you to it.
Yeah, and the culture and everything. I mean, I've been to other places. I've been to Japan, I've been to China.
And it's different?
China I liked a lot. I liked China more than Japan. So actually, China's probably my favorite country. Actually,
really?
I went to. I went there for about a month just before Corona, and that was a really inspiring place. The how relentless they built, and how brave they were.
How fast they're expanding.
How fast as well. It's incredible. Yeah.
Can you give us a glimpse of your daily routine? Like, how are you able to handle so much?
I wake up, go downstairs. My office is downstairs. Then I go on the computer. That's it.
Okay, are you an early bird, or you would rather
I think I'm a morning person.
Okay.
I'm not like Tanzanians. They stay out. So they go out at 10, 11 o'clock at night, and then they stay out until the morning. Because in the UK, pubs shut in the UK 11:30 at night. You go to a club maybe until 1, but I don't last much past midnight if I went out. So, I'm not a late night person. Some people as well, they like to work at night, even when they're a student, but I didn't like to do that. So morning person really.
Okay. So what time do you wake up?
7. But usually every day though, even at weekends.
Okay, because I've been trying to wake up at 6 a.m. every day. It's not working. It's not working.
It's a routine, isn't it? You gotta. If you have something to do at 6, you just gotta wake up and do it.
The next question is: how do you ensure that you have time to yourself, your loved ones, and activities outside your profession?
I don't have a problem with work-life balance, really. I just finish my job. I do 8 till 5. I usually leave around 5.
So you don't work at home. Everything remains in the office.
Yeah, I don't like working from home at all.
Yeah.
I don't even have my work computers at work. I don't do work on my laptop. I have a desktop. I don't waste time with laptops doing architecture work, but usually I don't like it because the screen's too small. They're usually not very powerful, and you need 2 screens. That's why you need big screens. So I bought a laptop that could handle it, but I hate using it. So I did videos with that. And now I had a Studio Mac. I got Studio Mac Studio, which is really powerful. I just use that for my video. I don't usually use that for work. In fact, the software for my architecture stuff, it doesn't even work on a Mac anyway. Macs, like that Revit where I was talking about before, you can't even use that on a Mac. So I can't do architecture work on a Mac anyway. So I got my computer at home is for pleasure, and then the computer work is for work, and that's it. So
that's the balance.
Yeah, so it works. So I don't do any work at home at all.
At home is just making content.
Yeah, exactly.
Edit videos.
Exactly. So it's easy for me to shut off. I've always been pretty good at that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really stay late that much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people used to do that in England. You know, stay late, suck the boss's ass, and kiss the boss's ass, and yeah. But yeah, I just go in, do hours. Yeah, because once you start working late, then people expect it
to keep on increasing.
Yeah. So yeah. And I work 6 days a week though, as well. So that's kind of pretty hard going. So at least it feels like, oh, okay, I'm working 6 days, so I better manage my time. I'll just leave. I'm not gonna stay late if I'm working 6 days a week.
True.
It's 'cause I never work 6 days a week. It's all 5 days. Well, yeah. So Sundays are free. So yeah.
I think first you should tell me what biophilic design is.
Yeah, I talked a bit about that before. When you integrate gardens and plants and stuff inside the building.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
increases health, well-being.
Okay.
You feel at nature. You feel more relaxed at work or at home. It's supposed to improve your work life, improve your do more work, learn more if it's a school and stuff. If it's a hospital and you have spaces to go out in the garden when you're walking around. I was even in Aga Khan and had my appendix out and I went outside for a walk in the courtyard. It was nice.
They have the garden.
It's all been proven that it makes you recover faster. Makes you recover faster. When I went out for a walk, my thing went up and it's the wind went like that. That was quite funny. But then you get it increases your work, do better at work, do better at school, you heal better. So integrating plants and stuff is good. And I said all my projects, we put gardens everywhere.
I don't feel like you're trapped in four walls.
Yeah, even on the roof, on the walls, we're putting planters everywhere. We do. We're even looking at putting them on the facade now, on new projects. We got a new project. It's an apartment building and it's really, a lot of planting is going in and it's organic shape. The roof is like full. It's got an organic swimming pool and then grass everywhere. That's going to be exciting project. Yeah.
What project is that, or it's a secret?
A secret, yeah.
Secret. Okay. And we'll be waiting. Okay, how long will it take?
We haven't started. It should start on site hopefully within this year. Maybe, hopefully.
That's when the project will get started.
Hopefully, yeah.
That means we'll have to wait for a long time.
Yeah, it's high-end apartments, yeah.
Okay. We'll be waiting. Looking forward to that.
Thanks.
What do you think of parametricism and its potential pushing for the boundaries of architectural design?
Yeah, it's good. I don't really use it much. It has a lot of potential.
Maybe can you tell me what this is
It's
first?
kind of using algorithms it's kind of you're programming it to do little shapes and put the apartments around in funny directions and it's software and you kind of use algorithms to generate stuff. But generative design is more interesting. It's when it's generating the design for you. You type in like, oh, it's this. You kind of put in parameters as boundaries. So you say the site's this big. You can only go this high. There's 5 apartments that are going to be this big on that site. They're only allowed to be this high. They have so many bedrooms. They have a reception. They have this. You put this all in the software, and then it'll run about 100 different options on the site. And then you just pick which one you like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a starting point. So this is quite good. I've been trying to learn it, but I haven't had time. Yeah, so that's generative design. It kind of generates the design for you. You type in all the parameters, then you come up
It's like
with this. at the end of it.
Okay. So it's like some sort of an AI thing going on.
So it kind of designs it for you.
As an architect with a lot of experience, what are your personal philosophies when it comes to architecture? How would you describe your overall approach or guiding principles in your work?
I believe in thoughtful, pragmatic design through simple spatial spaces that improve people's lives.
Okay. That's something.
I'm glad I got that off my chest.
Okay, so maybe a little bit more about that. I feel like
simple, efficient. That's why I'm in Tanzania, so efficient, doesn't cost much money. Not too fancy, easy to build, because Tanzania is a lot of that. So that's how I'm influenced in that way. And people want a building that can actually be built. That's where I think where a good architect comes from, a bad architect. A lot of these architects, they do a fancy thing, they haven't got a clue, and they don't draw it properly. It can't be built, they don't understand. Because I work for a construction company now, I know how it's been built and what's pragmatic, what's practical or not. So I learned a lot of practicality living in Tanzania, so I'm more into the practical side of design, really, other than this fancy details and stuff.
like, what, can you give an example?
Taj Mahal or something like that. It's not that fancy, really. It's just the materials are really beautiful and it's a bit symmetry. This is the marble used in Taj Mahal.
Okay.
It's like white and it's quite transparent as well. You can see it. It's like marble. You can slightly hold up to the light. You can see through it slightly.
Yeah.
So it's like beautiful material. It's not just the building. It's the material that is absolutely beautiful. That's what made it beautiful for me, and it kind of reflects the light and everything.
So what is
symmetrical, and the story behind it is beautiful as well. He built it for his wife who passed away and things like that. And but there's not much of a building. It's just a tomb. The body is inside. That's it, really.
So the Taj Mahal, what is made out of this material? Like, what parts of the building are made out of?
All of it.
All of it?
Yeah.
The whole...
like cladding, I think it is.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all the white material on the outside, yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Can't imagine. It must have been breathtaking.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think the symmetry as well, it's like perfect symmetry, isn't it?
It must have been expensive.
Yeah. Because it was the story behind it as well. He built it for his wife as an expression of her beauty or something like that.
Okay.
But then there was loads of bad stories that upset me, saying, "Oh, he had 4 other wives."
Oh yeah, I was about to ask him. Like, didn't he have like several wives, or he had like a favorite one?
I don't know. Yeah.
Or he just wanted to spice it up a little bit, make it.
And then they were saying people who worked on it, they cut off their hands so they wouldn't build the same thing again and things like that.
Why? Because it was very bad. It was very hard to build it.
Oh, so they didn't want the workers to build another replica of it, so they cut off their hands. I don't know, that's a load of rubbish. I don't believe stuff like that. Yeah.
I hope that's not true. I hope it's true.
There's another example. The pyramids of Giza, it's just a simple shape, but it's like the perfect thing. Sydney Opera House, it's just a really nice shape. It's pretty simple, really. That's not that simple, but it's a simple shape that solves the problem, but it's effective. Because where I live in Tanzania, it's all about efficiency, so I'm all to do with something that doesn't blow the budget as well. So
like minimalism.
Yeah, I like minimalism.
Throughout your career, you probably faced a lot of challenges. Yes. Can you share with us like a couple challenges that you faced so far?
Yeah, there's studying was the
biggest challenge.
Probably was, yeah.
It all started with a challenge.
Yeah, becoming an architect was the biggest challenge out of the lot. For me, and the rest of it is gravy after that. It's all gravy.
Okay.
All you have to do is make it to be an architect, and the rest of your life is gravy. But there's other challenges on the way. I've been out of work, been broke before, I've had trouble when I've been abroad. I was trying to get jobs. I've been broke abroad and stuff. Troubled finding jobs. Architects are famous. You don't get paid as much as you think compared to a lot of careers.
The amount of work you put in.
Yeah, the amount of time you study compared to an engineer might study 3 years, an architect study 7 years, and get the same amount of money and stuff like that. So that's a bit hard. There's a lot of people complaining about that, but I think that's because it's enjoyable architecture. You're drawing. There's all these people complaining architects don't earn that much money, but that's because you're drawing. You're drawing most of the time. You're creating something. It's exciting. It's fun. But it's not that stressful compared to like friggin' doctor who's dealing with life and death every day. Architects don't have to deal with that as much, so you can't compare that to a doctor who studies the same, because you study the same as a doctor, but you don't get paid as much. But it's different, really.
So maybe you just have to do what you like, and you don't have to go the money motive. Yeah.
When you finish your study and you go to the real world, you've been just doing fancy stuff at uni. It's nothing like the real world. As soon as you go in the real world,
not everyone is willing to experiment.
You end up doing crap for like 3 years. You're just doing drafting crap. No one lets you design a building. So you got to try and get through, try and prove yourself. That's difficult.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I understand. Okay, the interesting part. On a lighter note, we heard that you have a unique hobby outside architecture. Boxing. Can you tell us about that?
Yes. Well, when I was a kid, I did karate when I was a kid. Now, a year ago, I started doing Muay Thai. Because I lived in Thailand, didn't I? So
okay.
Muay Thai is kind of kickboxing. So yeah, I started doing that. Yeah, I've been doing it once or twice a week for the last nearly a year now. Yeah, so that gets some anger out.
Like when you're stressed with the projects, you just...
Yeah.
let it all out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Do you like it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Of course, if you've been doing it for a year.
Yeah, and they stretch the hell out of my body as well at the end. Yeah. I guess I'm injuries sometimes, but yeah.
I can imagine. Okay, so could you give some advice for the upcoming architects or students studying in the university right now?
Yeah, you have to, if you're going to do it, you have to like it. You have to, if you want to try and go all the way. If you really want to do it, then go all the way. Don't give up. You got to be persistent. You got to enjoy it. Be patient. And don't get upset if someone says something's bad. You just learn from it, because it always happens. And you don't have to be good at it to do it, to finish it. Anyone can do it. You just work hard, you can do it, I think. Yeah. They say you don't have to be good at drawing. You just need to be a bit creative. You have to know a bit of technicality a little bit. You don't really need to know much maths, because that's a lot of common questions I get asked. Just need to be inspired a little bit by things. Yeah, just be persistent and work hard, and you'll get there.
Yeah, it's true.